Hello everyone, I am Mansa Yessa from Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering studying in 6th ISC. Today I am going to explain about HTML forms. HTML forms are required when you want to collect some data from the site visitor. For example, during user registration, you would like to collect information such as name, email address, credit card, etc. A form will take input from the site visitor and then will post it to a backend application such as CGI, ASP script or PHP script, etc. The backend application will perform required processing on the passed data based on defined business logic inside the application. Now let us know about how form work. While forms are constructed with HTML elements, a form also requires some types of server-side resources that processes the user form input. The process begins with a request for a HTML page that contains some types of form on it. After the user fills out the form, there needs to be some mechanism for submitting the form data back to the server. This is achieved via a submitting button, but through JavaScript, it is possible to submit form data using some other type of mechanism because intersection between the browser and the web server is governed by the HTTP protocol. Now let us know about elements in forms. There are various forms elements available like text fields, text area fields, drop down menus, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc. Here is the syntax. The HTML form tag is used to create an HTML form and it has following syntax. Form attributes. First one is action. Backend script ready to process your passed data. Second one is method. Method to be used to upload data. The most frequently used are get and post methods. Third one is target. Specify the target window or frame where the result of the script will be displayed. It takes values like blank, self, parent, etc. Next one is encryption type. You can use the encryption type attribute to specify how the browser encodes the data before it sends to the server. HTML form controls. There are different types of form controls that you can use to collect data using HTML form. Text input controls, checkboxes controls, radio box controls, select box controls, file select boxes, hidden controls, clickable buttons, submit and reset button. Now let us know about text input controls. There are three types of text input used on forms. First one is single line text input controls. This control is used for items that require only one line of user input, such as search boxes or names. They are created using HTML input tag. Next one is password input controls. This is also a single line text input, but it masks the character as soon as a user enters it. There are also created using HTML input tag. Third one is multi-line text input controls. This is used when the user is required to give details that may be longer than a single sentence. Multi-line input controls are created using HTML text area tag. Attributes for text. Attributes. First one is type. Indicates the type of input control, and for text input control it will be set to text. Second one is name. Used to give a name to the control which is sent to the server to be recognized and get the value. Third one is value. This can be used to provide an initial value inside the control. Next one is size. Allows to specify the width of text input control in terms of character. Next one is max length. Allows to specify the maximum number of characters a user can enter into the text box. Multiple line text input controls. This is used to when the user is required to give details that may be longer than a single sentence. Multi-line input controls are created using HTML text area tag. Now let us know about attributes of text area. Following is the list of attributes for text area tag. Attributes are: first one is name, used to give a name to the control which is sent to the server to be recognized and get the value. Second one is rows, indicates the number of rows of text area box. Next one is columns, indicates the number of columns of text area box. Multiple line text input controls. This is used to when the user is required to give details that may be longer than a single sentence. Multi-line input controls are created using HTML text area tag. Now let us know about checkbox control. Checkboxes are used when more than one option is required to be selected. They are also created using HTML input tag, but type attribute is set to checkbox. Attributes of checkbox tag. First one is type, indicates the type of input control, and for checkbox input control it will be set to checkbox. Second one is name, used to give a name to the control which is sent to the server to be recognized and get the value. Next one is value, the value that will used if the checkbox is selected. Next one is checked, set to checked if you want to select it by default. For example, here you will see the example. Radio button control. Radio buttons are used to when out of many options, just one option is required to be selected. They are also created using HTML input tag, but type attribute is set to radio. Next one is attributes. Following is the list of attributes for radio. Attributes are: first one type, indicates the type of input control, and for checkbox input control it will be set to radio. Second one is name, used to give a name to the control which is sent to the server to be recognized and get the value. Value, the value that will be used if the radio box is selected. Next one is checked, set to checked if you want to select it by default. Now let us know about file upload box. If you want to allow a user to upload a file to your website, you will need to use a file upload box, also known as file select box. This is also created using the input element, but type attribute is set to file. Here is the example. Attributes of file upload. Attributes. First one is name, used to give a name to the control which is sent to the server to be recognized and get the value. Next one is accept. Specify the types of files that the server accept. Now let us know about button controls. There are various ways in HTML to create clickable buttons. You can also create a clickable button using input tag by setting its type attributes to button. The type attribute can take the following values. values. First one is submit. This creates a button that automatically submits a form. Next one is reset. This creates a button that automatically resets form controls to their initial values. Next one is button. This creates a button that is used to trigger a client-side script when the user clicks that button. Next one is image. This creates a clickable button, but we can use an image as background of the button.